Hey everybody, this is me wobbling on my wobble board. I just wanted to let you see this. This is just a piece of wood, look, with a sort of semicircular base, and you stand on it and wobble, and you keep your balance, stop yourself from tilting right over by making continuous adjustments to keep yourself in that kind of balanced state, look, so that you don't fall over. So I'm just going to come back up to standing, and I'm going to get off the board because it's not going to work, is it, to try and talk to you while I'm standing on that. But the only thing really I felt able to say just at the moment about well-being, because as I've written in my newsletter, I'm going through a time of profound kind of questioning, change, deep exploration of myself, a kind of unpicking of the ways in which I've done life for years, which will eventually filter through into stuff that I'm able to talk about more coherently, but isn't there at the moment. But one thing I am learning about slowly, and pretty painfully, if I'm honest, is balance, the process of the importance of finding balance. So that's why I wanted to show you the wobble board, because what that kind of teaches us in a bodily sense is that standing upright, balancing, standing on our own 2 feet is not necessarily about kind of finding a rigid, unmoving position that we click into and then that's it. You can stand up straight and you're never going to fall over. It's not like that, and life isn't like that, and our bodies don't work like that, and nature doesn't work like that. The natural law is that we constantly go through this process of correction. We kind of lean one way and then we realise that we're going to go too far if we keep going that way, so we pull ourselves back, and then we probably go a bit too far that way and we have to pull ourselves back. And there's that sense of constantly wavering between these two states, two possibilities, and we just have to trust ourselves, really, by being connected in. This is about being authentic, about being aware of what's actually going on, about really becoming present to what is true for me. And this is where, I'm saying to everyone at the moment, nobody else can tell you what is good for you, what will heal you. Nobody else can really help you to find your own natural rhythm and your natural healing state. It's all inside of you, it's in me. It's like we have our own wisdom. Albert Schweitzer said, inside himself, every man has his own doctor. And we do, but we lose touch with that. We lose faith in it. We get embroiled in trying to please other people, or getting caught up in other people's agendas, feeling obligated, feeling guilty, feeling we can't say no because people will think badly of us, and worrying about losing our friends, or being ostracised or left on our own. And there's a sense in which, in order to find balance, we've just got to start trusting our own integrity, our own wisdom. So that means, for me, I have a real tendency to overcommit to stuff. It's like with my work, I just get really busy, and if somebody wants to see me, I put it all in the diary. I forget to give myself days off. And then before I know it, I'm just feeling totally up to here, stressed and overwhelmed. I've got too much on. And then I panic, and then I'm like, right, I need space. And so then I kind of start blanking out whole days in my diary, and I can go for 3 or 4 days and suddenly wonder why I'm feeling a bit down, and think, blimey, I haven't spoken to another human being for 3 days. I'm feeling really isolated. I'm feeling a bit low. I'm feeling like I don't have any friends. Or I can get into being quite intense about thinking about stuff, reading, stuff around my work, really doing research. And then I sort of forget to switch off and have fun, or I do a lot of sitting at a desk, writing, reading, being quite still and quite focused, and I forget to move, and my sense is for most of us that a lot of our problems come from the fact that we kind of get stuck in one way of being, we're having a really busy time spring cleaning our house and we just keep going until we are exhausted. And there's some sense in which we need to bring back that awareness of self-regulation, like parenting ourselves, basically, you know, that says, do you know what, it's now 9 o'clock at night, it's time to stop. What are you going to do to relax? What are you going to do to unwind, to make sure you get into bed in good time and you then sleep? You're not kind of totally hyper and unable to switch off. This is the kind of balance that we're all having to seek in order to facilitate the process of our own healing, because it can only happen if we begin to take responsibility for keeping ourselves as much as we can in a state of balance, health, wholeness. And it's not really complicated, but it is difficult, because it runs against all the external pressures that are telling us all the time, we should be doing this, we need to be doing this, this is what's important, this is how you do it, I need you to do this for me, all those kinds of messages. But actually, really, what we need to be doing is seeking balance for ourselves, and that'll be different for you to what it looks like for me. I can't give you the formula, but I can just encourage you to find it for yourself. So good luck. And I'm going to just keep going. I'm just going to get back on my wobble board and give my body a little bit more experience of that sense of finding balance, equilibrium in constant movement and readjustment. All right, see you soon.